What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
This is the story of how the KKK gave birth to a great nation, inspired millions, and ignited uprisings throughout Asia.
What?
I feel the same way.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, but seriously though, this is the story about the two KKKs and why I love and admire one, yet I firmly stand against the other one. In the annals of history, two clandestine organizations bearing the same acronym but with vastly different legacies emerged on opposite sides of the world, the KKK. In the United States, the Ku Klux Klan stoked the fires of racial hatred and oppression, while in the Philippines, the Katipunan ignited the revolutionary fire and struggle for independence and liberation. So join me on a thought-provoking exploration as we compare and contrast these secret societies, these movements, delving into their motivations, actions, and the lasting impact they left on our world today.
Yeah, because when we saw this thumbnail, and when y'all told us to do this, we was like, what?
I'm still trying to see how this is going to turn out.
You wanted us.
Why would y'all do
to
this?
do
Why would
what?
y'all want us
To react to who? Oh.
There was a gentleman in the Klan that inspired the people. That's what he's going off of.
I don't know.
And he disliked the other gentleman.
We'll see.
I gotta see where he going with this. I'm trying to see how he gonna pull this rabbit out.
I just want to know. I don't know.
I'm trying to see.
Because when they left the comment, they said, "Don't worry, it's not that."
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you want us to do what?
And y'all know she don't tread lightly when she comes to stuff like this at all. So I gotta see exactly how this is gonna turn out. This is okay.
Right.
Let's see.
Mabuhay, or in Kapampangan, luwid kayo. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kirby Araullo, your friendly Pinoy historian. And if you're new to my channel and you like learning about history, culture, and everything in between, don't forget to like, share this video, comment down below, and please subscribe. You know, as a little kid, back in the motherland, back in the Philippines, I've always admired the KKK. I've always been inspired and empowered by what the KKK stood for. But since going through high school here in California and going through college here in the US, I was able to dig deeper into the darker side, the darker legacy of the other KKK. So without further ado, let's begin.
That's
The
another.
Filipino KKK, or the kataas-taasang kagalang-galangang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan, or in English, the Supreme and Honorable Society of the Children of the Nation, or simply the Katipunan, was founded by Andres Bonifacio in the Philippines back in 1892. And it was led by Filipino revolutionaries seeking independence from Spanish colonial rule. Now, on the other side of the world, the Ku Klux Klan, also known as the KKK, emerged in the United States in 1865, driven by racial hatred and a desire to maintain white supremacy following the American Civil War. Now, back in the Philippines, the Filipino KKK or Katipunan, their primary goal or objective was the liberation from colonial oppression. And it was fueled by a deep desire for freedom, equality, and justice for all.
Okay.
Regardless
I like it, but y'all couldn't get a different name.
Yeah, like the AAA,
The Bros.
BBB,
We Are Us.
CC, the PPP,
The
Philippines.
PPP. Yeah. Wow.
We're not
I
trying
like
to
that.
rewrite no history. We not.
No,
We just,
yeah, it's just y'all seen our face at the beginning.
yeah.
It's gonna be everyone's reaction because we don't. Yeah, they just don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
social status, or ethnic background. And the Katipunan movement aimed to unite the diverse Filipino people against Spanish
Diversity.
rule, fostering a spirit of nationalism.
Total opposite.
I feel you. I'll still be tripped out if I pull to the Philippines and they got that flag like that.
Yep.
I'll be asking
Yep.
questions. I'm like, shit, I'd be worried if someone, like a group of people going to come after me or something.
Right.
Because that's just, hey. Okay, we can get back at it. All right.
solidarity, and fierce resistance. In stark contrast, the Ku Klux Klan in the United States, their purpose was rooted in hate and discrimination, and their members sought to maintain white dominance and suppress black people or African Americans, particularly during the Reconstruction era. The American KKK used intimidation, violence, and acts of terror to enforce racial segregation and deny the fundamental rights and freedoms of African Americans. And since both were secret societies, they of course had secrets. Now in the Philippines, the Katipunan's initiation rites were shrouded in secrecy, symbolizing the organization's commitment to its cause. And you know, they're
Now, I know y'all didn't have them hoods on y'all head too.
Yo, yeah,
Okay, I'm just a little confused.
I'm just trying to keep my words.
I'm
Trying to make it make sense, cause he did say that was inspired at the beginning.
What was the actual inspiration though?
Because he didn't say what he understood. I don't think he said what he
Or
liked
was he
about the
talking
gentleman.
about himself? Was he talking about himself? Like he was inspired?
Third person? I don't know. That was.
I don't know.
I didn't
Because
catch it.
what would be the inspiration? I don't know.
So that was a photo. So I'll probably like to see real actual footage, photos of that with the bags that y'all had. Hope y'all had.
I hope
If y'all
that
had any?
was just a cartoon. Cause let's continue. I'm trying to
rituals
leave
and
it to that.
pledges fostered a sense of fellowship and inclusivity, emphasizing the shared goal of liberation. In fact, by the time the revolution broke out in 1896, the Filipino KKK members had risen to tens of thousands from all walks of life, many of whom were women. Now, kinda similarly, the Ku Klux Klan also had initiation ceremonies, but their purpose was quite different. These rituals were designed to instill fear and perpetuate a culture of racism and violence. The American KKK used their rituals to reinforce their message of white supremacy and asserted control over communities through terrorism. Now, across the Pacific and the Philippines, the Katipunan's activities were centered on establishing a vast network of cells and conducting underground revolutionary operations. And the Katipunan's decentralized structure allowed for effective coordination, resilience, and guerrilla warfare against the Spaniards. Meanwhile, the Ku Klux Klan operated primarily in southern United States, targeting African American communities. And the American KKK held public demonstrations and rallies. And again, these were often accompanied by acts of violence and atrocities designed to intimidate and suppress people of color, particularly African Americans. Now, throughout the Philippines, the Katipunan's armed struggle against the Spaniards was driven by a genuine desire for freedom and independence. And you know, their efforts were marked by valiant acts of bravery, heroism, and sacrifices as they fought for the liberation of their motherland. Now in contrast, the Ku Klux Klan's violent acts were rooted in hatred and bigotry. They targeted black people and subjected...
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. No. I get the message that was being portrayed with you all when it came to, regaining the freedom.
Right.
But that's the blueprint, ain't it?
Maybe okay.
I get it,
So
but
maybe-
it's like bro, we have so many people that have marched and did great things
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
could have pulled from. You know what I'm saying? It's
When he said inspired in the beginning, maybe you want to go back just to hear it again.
I'll go back after all this is done.
Okay, after just so we can see,
Mhm.
because I'm thinking he's speaking of himself.
Okay.
I'm hoping that that's what happened.
But they're using the same name.
Maybe they
Reference
didn't know
of.
this all the way in the Philippines.
He did say at the beginning there was a gentleman that inspired him, and that's one that he didn't like.
Let's go back. Okay, we
All
at
right,
we at 5:31.
Uh-huh.
Let's go back. Let's
This is the story of how the KKK gave birth to a great nation, inspired millions, and ignited uprisings throughout Asia.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, but seriously though, this is the story about the two KKKs and why I love and admire one, yet I firmly stand against the other one. In the annals of history,
He was speaking up.
One is what they stood for, and the other one he don't like is what they stood for in America.
Yeah.
So did they ever get the names from them, or they had it for their
That's what I'm
own
saying.
reasons?
Their own reasons.
Well, yeah, they had it for their own reason, but
Follow-
did they have it, like, did they know what it was meant for in history's sake?
Look
That,
the name of it. The name translates to the supreme and honest.
No, I get
What did
it.
it say?
No,
Yeah.
I get that it's two different meanings. Everything has two different meanings, but to say, you know, like,
Maybe it's a coincidence.
maybe.
You saw my face when I said coincidence.
All right, what we
Maybe.
was?
I'm hoping 531.
Okay.
Okay.
and violent acts were rooted in hatred and bigotry. They targeted black people and subjected them to acts of terrorism, including lynchings, in their attempt to maintain white supremacy and suppress any progress towards genuine equality. Now, before I continue, I just want to give a shout out to all my patrons throughout these years, because this video will not be possible without the love and the support of all my patrons, subscribers, and viewers like you throughout these years. So if you want to help me make more videos like this, please be my patron on Patreon or be a member of my YouTube channel. And actually, if you want to learn more about today's topic, check out my book, Black Lives and Brown Freedom, Untold Histories of War, Solidarity, and Genocide. And you know, dig deeper into the forgotten history of solidarity between Filipinos and African Americans in their fight for liberation during the Philippine-American War. So make sure to check it out after this video. Check out the links down below. Now back to our topic. Today, as we reflect on the Katipunan's legacy, it is vital to recognize their positive significance that extends beyond the shores of the Philippines. The spirit of resistance and the quest for independence that fueled the Katipunan movement inspired anti-colonial revolutions throughout Asia. The Katipunan's fight against Spanish colonialism became a beacon of hope for the oppressed peoples across the region. It demonstrated that through unity, determination, and the unwavering belief in one's liberation, it was possible to challenge and overcome the shackles of colonial rule. In fact, unknown to many, visionaries and world leaders such as Sun Yat-sen of China, Mahatma Gandhi in India, Ho Chi Minh of Vietnam, and Sukarno in Indonesia, they all drew inspiration from the Katipunan's example. They recognized the power of collective action and took up the mantle of resistance, leading the respective nations on the path to freedom and self-determination.
Nah, that's a big fact, because if you look at let's say like a great speaker just wants to let people know the power and unity. You know what I'm saying? He could pick up a straw, right? And then he could crack a straw simply. But if you pick up a whole bunch of straws and try to crack that at one time, it's a whole lot more difficult to do. And that's how they really pull up together and say, you know, we're going to get together, and people around the world start to really pay attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Rebranding the name.
Rebrand the name.
Oh,
Make it good.
Man.
Wait, I do want to say, I love that they recognize who was there.
Yeah.
They recognized that it wasn't only going to take just one group. It was a diverse group. And the women were involved. I love that.
He did mention that. Yeah.
The sacrifices made by the Katipuneros paved the way for the establishment of the first Philippine Republic and ultimately the independence of the Philippines. And so today, the echoes of the Katipunan struggle can be heard in the independent nations of Asia. The Katipunan's legacy continues to inspire generations, reminding us that the fight for independence, for self-governance, and genuine liberation is not limited to a single nation or a time period. It transcends borders, cultures, and languages, uniting those seeking to shape their destiny. Now, while the Katipunan's legacy inspires hope and unity, it is crucial for us to acknowledge the dark legacy of the Ku Klux Klan that lingers here in the United States to this day, continues to cast a long shadow over the struggle for racial equality. Acts of hate and systemic racism are still widespread in America, reminding us of the ongoing work needed to address and dismantle these deep-rooted injustices. However, in the face of this darkness, powerful movements have been dedicated to fighting against racism and discrimination. From the civil rights movement to the present day, people from all backgrounds have continuously strived to create a more inclusive and just society, challenging the clan's divisive ideologies and working towards a future of genuine freedom, justice, and equality for all. Now, the Katipunan and the Ku Klux Klan serve as contrasting reminders of the power our collective actions hold, the power to uplift and inspire, or the power to oppress and divide. And while the Katipunan represents a noble struggle for liberation and unity in the Philippines, the Ku Klux Klan symbolizes a dark chapter of racism and hatred in the United States that still lingers to this day. And as we confront the legacies of the past, let us stand united, learning from history and working together in solidarity towards a future where every individual is valued and embraced, regardless of race, ethnicity, gender, or background. A brighter future where there is genuine peace and justice in our communities. A society where everyone can thrive. And that is it for me today. So let me know what you think about today's topic in the comments.
Alright, man, make sure you guys go check his channel out. And I see what he did there, because it's a name that the katapunan.
Don't
I can't
do it.
Don't do it. It ain't come out right.
Don't do
but
it.
I would rather call you guys by the name that is, reference, because that the symbolism of it alone, though it does stands for a broader meaning where you guys are, it still has an ugly sting to it.
Yeah,
just
for
reading
us,
it. You know what I'm saying?
For us.
We're knowledgeable of how you guys want it to be looked and viewed. I very much love what has it, how it been represented, but just alone still, it has a sting to it.
Yeah, that one word, the kapunan.
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. I tried to. You tried to.
I think I was closer.
I was closer than you was.
We would acknowledge it for that, but it's
Yeah,
good
100%,
that we
yeah.
learn this, you know, so that like one day when we do travel to the Philippines and we see that, we won't get like, hold up now,
Hold on.
I need to check corners.
Yeah.
You know, we'll know what it stands for.
Yeah.
But lingus, they still here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they not like how it was back in the day as prominent, but they're still here.
Yeah. There's a lot of secrets going on. A lot of things still happening. So.
All right, y'all. So, thank you guys for sharing this with us. It's always good to know and understand different cultures.
Can I add this as well before we do close? And I did mention that it is a stinger, and it still
for
is.
us.
I don't feel like that's never going to change. But it's crazy how, again, words can be used differently across the globe. You know what I'm saying? For us, because we learn that in different cultures where being colored or being called colored here would be represented differently compared to another location.
Yeah, South Africa.
And just like how it is in you all with that, with the term there and the term being called here, it's real two big differences. So
contrast.
big difference. So that's a good awakening to know about, that you guys also have it in, but y'all use it for a whole new, more powerful meaning.
Yes.
Powerful meaning.
Yes. So more power to y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.